Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, a lot of people are talking about real estate investing because they just don't make more of this stuff. That's next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team. And the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
So I got to Dallas in 1992, and I wish now that I had looked at that little road called Preston Road and looked at where would it go if it kept going north from Plano. Oh, what's this little town called Frisco? And if I had bought some land and maybe some homes, who knows how much money I'd have today. To talk about real estate investing, Tiffany Caballero. She is one of the co-owners of Halo Group Realty here in Dallas. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks.
Well, it seems obvious now in hindsight when I give that example of the growth of Dallas North, but a lot of people are scared to get into real estate investing, aren't they?
I think so. I think that it's a lot of people have the desire to get into investing. They have the desire to renovate homes because Chip and Joanna Gaines made it so popular. But it's uncharted territory for a lot of people. So
Now you've been very successful. It all started with you and your dad.
It did.
Tell me that story.
So after the 2008-2009 crash, I talked him into investing in real estate just because I think I'm a big Dave Ramsey fan, and real estate, putting your money into land is safer, in my opinion. And so we started buying foreclosures and HUD homes, and so I had an agent at the time who is still a good friend of mine. And I saw that she was making, consistent money off of us when we were buying these properties. And so I just decided, I was like, halt, stop, everybody stay there. I'm going to get my license. And so I started school and got in the game, and it's just been so much fun. I love it. There's not a whole lot of aspects to real estate that I don't enjoy. So.
Well, your dad has to be very proud of how your business has grown.
He is, and he's got his own private, resource.
Yeah, I love it. Well, you have really made a name for yourself. In fact, we've got a D Magazine article that we're going to put up because you are one of the top producers of 2020. Isn't that amazing?
It's such an honor. It really was when they, they email us way in advance to tell us, and then they swear you to secrecy. And so it was super fun. And, when you work really hard at your career and you pour into your clients, and, it's such a heart thing for you to be recognized as, the Dallas top 1%.
Wow.
Was huge. I got really excited. I did a little fun dance,
Now, did you know? Is it a complete surprise, or did you say to yourself, this is the year?
It was. It was a little bit of both. I knew that I wanted to push to win that award because it is prestigious, and you can't pay to get it. Like a lot of my friends are like, oh, don't you pay to get in that? When it's a top producer award, it's all on your production numbers. And that's black and white. You can't change those. And so I knew I needed to get to a certain production level and just, really work towards that all year. And so it worked out.
Well, and I know you're also passionate about educating people on how to do it and demystifying the process. You have a radio show. We've got some video that we're going to show of this. And I want to talk to you about the radio show and why you launched it and what kind of topics you like to get into.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Y'all are just going to play that. Perfect.
Yep.
We started Level Up because that's my best friend Zeddy, and we wanted to show people how to get to the next level in life. I think there are so many people that live in fear of, they feel all this inside of them, but taking those steps to really walk into what their giftings are, or to, create, or to chat about, or design, there's just, I think, a lot of fear that holds people back. And I have felt that. I know my friends have felt that. And there's a lot of people that walk around thinking, man, is this really all that life is? Because they have something in them that wants to come out. And so we just decided that we would start speaking out to people that what is inside of you, that's designed, it was put there for a reason. So why not let us help take you to the next level? And so we just had guests on our show that had done that. We had a girl on that was born with no arms, and her fight to become relevant in life and not feel like, she was less than. And she's a beautiful soul. And just so many people that have stories, and if you tell those stories, then other people start connecting. It's when we don't chat about our stories that people feel isolated in their own worlds. And so that was the ground work for that.
The most amazing thing to me is how strong Texas is when it comes to real estate investing. I mean, we really don't have much of a recession ever in Texas, do we? I mean, it just keeps going up and up and up.
Right.
Even during the pandemic, I think you guys have been slammed, haven't you?
Oh, absolutely. Far more than even 2016 and 2017. And it was because rates dropped. We've historically never seen rates this low. I had somebody that just locked in at a 2.5.
Isn't that crazy?
It's unbelievable. It's almost like free money. And so I think it lit us up on fire again, and pushed us into somewhat of a housing shortage. So it's a seller's market again. So in 2016 and 2017, it was a seller's market, and then we edged back into a buyer's market, and now we're certainly in a selling market again.
Are you impressed with Californians and New Yorkers who come here and say, wow, you can get so much house?
Yes. And in fact, I'm working right now with some New Yorkers, and I consistently have Californians that I come in and help. And yeah, they are like, this house in California would be 4 times as much. And so it is. And it's nice to show them the value that they can get in our homes and the value that it stays. I had Californians come in that had lost everything, because California crashed so hard. And it was really nice to be able to help them set up into a market that really holds strong. I mean, that's what we're known for. So it's been fun.
And it must be very rewarding to help a young person do this for the first time and give them the means to be financially independent. What does that feel like for you?
Gosh, working with first-time home buyers, there is something so special about it. I've got a couple right now, and I think that, first of all, they put all their trust in you because they don't even know the questions to ask. And being able to walk through and show them all, for example, Texas Real Estate and Trek have really set up their contracts to protect, and I like that. And to be able to show them all of the stops that, okay, you're protected on this here, and I think it just gives them a confidence, and then to be able to show them that they can get into a home more likely less than what they're paying in rent. It's unbelievable. And we've got so many great grants and program for not just first-time home buyers, but somebody that doesn't think that they can buy. It's if they'll call me, most often than not, I can get them into a mortgage because there are so many opportunities to get down payment assistance and free grants. I mean, there's lenders out there that are giving up to $17,000 in towards closing and down payment if you qualify for their grant. Grants are free money. So I don't know. I just think that it's exciting to be able to show them, oh, you mean they're going to give me $6,000 towards closing? I mean, it's just, and to know the market that well, I think you need to find a realtor that knows those kinds of things, you know, so you don't miss out and leave money on the table.
Okay, so for the person watching who says, I might want to stick my toe in the water, is this a good time to buy?
I think so. I always think it's a good time to buy. I think you need to buy when it feels good to you, when it fits you and where your journey is in life. And so I think what I tell my clients is don't get emotionally involved in any house because it really needs to be a correct decision all around. You need to love it, but don't love it so much that you're going to pay $10,000 or $20,000 over asking. Right. You know, let's be smart, and that's my job is to, pull them back down and say, these are the things, and we can find other houses if you don't get this one, and really keeping a balanced perspective. But I think it's always a good time to buy.
Outstanding. Okay, you've been a great guest. We're absolutely going to have you back again. We're going to put the website up so everybody can get in touch. TiffanyCaballero.com is the website. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
I really appreciate having me. Thanks so much.
You bet. And that's it for now. We'll see you next time.